Daniel Negreanu is looking down on Queen 10 offsuit.
Let's do something fun. Let's just do that. You have position, you can't fold.
His late position open sits squarely in a linear cutoff range. Scott defends the big blind with ace-9 offsuit, a textbook continue that dominates Negreanu and realizes well closing the action.
Pony G move one time. Little dark fire.
Because Negreanu bets in the dark, his $2,200 flop stab isn't tailored to the texture that appears. On this board, the big blinds defend has more one-pair coverage while the opener keeps the higher overpairs and sets, though those are a thin slice. By only calling, he keeps Negreanu's bluffs alive, protects his check range, and avoids isolating himself against better jacks and sets.
I don't want to see it.
Another 9.
What is it? Tell me.
It's the 9 of spades.
Yes! Okay.
A paired top card massively benefits the blind's defend, which contains far more 9x. Negreanu's second bet in the dark for $5,600 is now functionally capped and almost never a 9.
Yeah, see, that was stupid. Oh, brother. Kind of stupid of me to do that. I want to see the river. Show me a rabbit hunt.
Daniel folds.
Okay. Phew. No, I didn't. Aha! I'm going to straddle.
Punish him.
First one. Come on, punish me.
With the straddle on, both limpers show weakness. Daniel picks up 7-4 suited and bumps it to $3,200. That raise isn't hand strength motivated. It's a squeeze that punishes wide limp ranges and buys position and initiative heads up.
Aha! It worked. Sweet. Plan came together. Position, big pot. They already sucked in for 800. Cannot fold.
Why are you telling me?
I don't know. Why not? You're there. What, you got other things going on?
Yeah.
Sorry, did I bother you while you were busy? Pardon me. Okay. What do you want to do now?
Raise pot.
Do that. Do that. Let's get it on.
Scott Seiver re-raises to a polarized, exploitative 3-bet that attacks straddle squeezes. His value range here is the usual ace through 10s, balanced by junky, high-card disconnected bluffs that block nothing but play well as one-and-done pressure.
One of us is going to go all in this hand. Eventually, on the turn, something funky's going to happen. Could be me, but I got reload money, so whatever.
Doyle Brunson escapes. Daniel's call keeps Seiver's air in, retains position, and realizes the equity of a hand that flops, draws, and low pairs surprisingly often. Seiver's check protects his checking range and avoids getting raised off equity by hard draws. Daniel checks behind. His 4 is a classic bluff catcher, too good to bluff, too weak to value, and he's thrilled to bank a free card in position. This is a range shift card. It spikes Seiver's value range far more than Daniel's. At the same time, hearts miss and Daniel retains many floats that would attack when checked to. Seiver checks again, keeping bluffs alive and inducing. Daniel obliges for $12,000 credible from hands like ace-queen, queen-jack of hearts, or a delayed stab with ace-high plus heart blocker. But 7-4 suited doesn't hold useful blockers, so the bluff's equity and denial are limited.
I guess I could have checked. Might have been better for me if I checked. Because if I checked, you couldn't have raised me. It's so weird when he does that. We're gonna have to check out.
Daniel folds.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down on 8-6 suited. Calacanis opens to $1,200 with pocket 7s. That raise is standard from middle position. It folds out trash and plays well post-flop. Negreanu flats with 8-6 of diamonds. He is not calling to hit a pair. He is buying position, playability, and high equity boards. This texture massively improves the caller's range relative to the raiser. The pre-flop opener still has all the overpairs, but the callers capture the lion's share of the strong draws and 2-pair straight candidates. Negreanu's exact hand is near perfect. He leads $2,500 into 2 opponents, a small but purposeful stab that pressures ace-high and pocket 8s through 10s, while charging draws that he blocks and dominates.
Got a little some of that.
This card flips equity on its head. Kalakani spikes a set, but Negreanu's straight also arrives. Importantly, the new straight is very available from the caller's range. Any 6 often peels the flop, so Kalakanis' set is strong but not invulnerable. Negreanu bets $7,000. That sizing accomplishes 2 things. First, It prints value immediately against one-pair overpairs that do not believe and against sets that fear raising into a straight. Second, it continues to charge diamond draws that are now drawing thin versus a made straight. From a range standpoint, the flat is telling. He is unlikely to have an overpair without redraws to a full house that wants protection. The board pairs. Full houses become possible and, in fact, Calacanis improves from a set to sevens full of fours. Negreanu straight loses equity versus the portion of Calacanis' range that slow played the turn with boats in mind, but many worse hands still exist.
This is reminiscent of a typical hand for Daniel Negreanu. Let's have the nuts with a redraw and see what happens. Let's pair the board, yeah. God, really? No, gotta be kidding.
Guess that means you don't have the Jack 9 this time.
No, I had the nuts with a redraw. What'd you make it? How much?
35 more. Only 35 more.
Only 35 more. Why?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
What did you have? Like, you don't have a set, right? Because you would have raised me.
Yeah, I would have raised it the set. I could have flopped a straight.
Could have flopped straight. Okay, I can beat that. Whew.
I could be on a flush draw. Could be busted.
Yeah, that's true too. 4s and 5s. No, I think you raised
Could
me.
have quads.
Yeah, you could have that too.
Could have aces and just be overplaying them.
I was gonna fold for sure, and now I'm thinking about calling you. So you're doing a good job. If that's what you want.
Now I'm gonna be quiet and pretend that's not what I want. Tip the dealer $1,000. I will show it to you. You have to split it with the other dealer.
Oh, guarantee.
That's a good deal.
So $1,000, you know what I have. You don't have to live and wait till the end of the season.
There's the call.
Sorry, not in the hand.
He called it. Sevens.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down on pocket queens. He opens to $1,200 from early position that raise sizes well for a loose table and keeps his range strong and uncapped. 4 players continue. David Williams flats with pocket kings. Against this many callers, Negreanu's plan is straightforward.
We have some action.
Play pot control against condensed ranges, realize position, and let dominated one-pair hands overplay on later streets. The monotone, king-high board polarizes ranges immediately. Nut advantage lives with suited spades and sets. Top pair advantage sits with the blind callers and late position flats. Moseri checks.
Everyone take a look. See if they have a spade in their hand.
Calacanis takes a small stab of $4,000 into about $20,000, a sizing that usually represents one pair without a high spade, weak spade draws, or simple information gathering. Negreanu just calls with queens. That flat keeps his range wide and invites dominated value behind to continue. Critically, holding the queen of spades blocks the nut flush combinations and secures useful run-out equity if a 4th spade arrives.
All in.
And the loose cannon's all in.
Cannon time.
Abe and Jason are out.
Oh boy. Gamble, gamble.
You don't have much money.
26.
Count what you got. Let's have a count of the loose cannon one time.
Boy, here you go.
This could be
Like 75.
this could be that time here.
On the 4. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you're supposed to gamble sooner or later.
Daniel calls.
Pair the board. I'll call.
David's in 2.
Got a flush.
Oh no! Okay.
Wow.
Well, you would have busted me anyway. Okay, I got a big side pot working. So let's just have a spade.
Let's pair the board.
Just do one time, right?
I would like to do more than one, but actually screw that. One time.
What the heck? That's a spade.
Good hand.
Will's out.
That's why I won that pot for sure. Go ahead, pair the board. What the hell?
All right. He wants to pair it, so just pair it.
It doesn't.
Scooped it.
Wow.
Sick
hand,
hand,
nice
buddy.
hand.
Sick hand. Tell your wife I'm sorry.
$383,000 pot.
Ryan is looking down on ace-deuce suited. He got involved in a few bad beats that night, but little does he know the worst is yet to come. Nick airball takes the button and turns pre-flop into a leverage spot built on position and blockers. His small 3-bet keeps his range wide and the stacks deep, daring the blinds to define themselves out of position. Ryan answers with a chunky 4-bet from the blind, the classic polarized blend of premiums and suited wheel aces that block 5-bet value. Nick's 5-bet to 33K is deliberately petite and keeps everything playable. That sizing telegraphs polarization 2 hands happy to shovel later, and a few suited high-card bluffs that block premium combos and still see flops well. King 9 suited is exactly that kind of wolf in sheep's clothing. It removes King X from Ryan, plays clean on Broadway boards, and retains disguised equity on monotone textures. Ryan's call with Ace 2 suited preserves his 4-bet bluffs and defends his story, but it consigns him to the worst seat in a 5-bet pot and leaves him short on nuttiness unless he specifically shows up with the Ace of Hearts.
68,000 almost already in the middle.
The flop is a monotone Broadway dream for the button, and Nick has the dream within the dream King of Hearts and 9 of Hearts for the straight flush. On these boards, the 5-better naturally owns the suited high card advantage, so his small continuation bet works on every level. It pressures ace high and medium pairs. It denies a cheap look to hands with a single heart, and it looks perfectly routine whether he's bluffing or holding the nuts. Ryan's call keeps his range wide but already shaky. With Ace 2 of diamonds, he has no flush equity, no pair, and no blocker to the nut region Nick actually represents. He's floating almost entirely on the belief that later aggression will fold out hands like red queens or a single King of Hearts. The problem is structural. Without the Ace of Hearts in his hand, his story is missing its cornerstone. Every call he makes builds a pot he'll be forced to bluff later with nothing to lean on. The turn is a blank for Ryan's real hand and a test of discipline. When Nick bets again for 26K, it's the kind of second barrel that keeps pressure on weak pairs and teases calls from single heart holdings. While we wait for Ryan's decision, I would be very grateful if you hit the like button. It helps out a lot. Thank you.
What is Ryan doing? He raises.
Ryan turns to the only weapon he has and check raises to 80K. On paper, it's a move that can make sense. A blind who 4-bet pre and check the flop can credibly represent slow-played ace-high flushes or overpairs containing a big heart. The trouble is combinatorics. Against Nick's 5-bet range full of king-high and ace-high suited broadways, you need the ace of hearts or king of hearts in hand to strip value from his continuing region. Without it, you're bluffing into a range that simply doesn't fold.
See Ryan rolling his eyes at himself.
Nick's decision to flat rather than jam is the final layer of control. It keeps Ryan's bluffs alive, invites another shove from weaker value, and guarantees a river spot where his straight flush is untouchable.
All in. All in.
And Ryan shoves
You win.
and loses a $383,000 pot.
Oh, what a stupid
Wow.
You're just never mind. Choking freaking
Finally happened.
8-3.
If you liked this video, make sure you check out the one showing up on your screen selected specifically for you.